channel Evolve with Monette. I know it's late night and I promised this 24 hours ago, so I wanted to go ahead and get you guys caught up. I have two more readings to do, Aquarius and Capricorn, maybe not in that order, and then we'll do a quick collective. If anybody jumps on here, I'm not going to be looking up. I'm not going to be really reading through the comments right now. We will do that another day. I plan on being back on within the next 24 hours. What I would ask, though, is that you guys leave feedback below when you watch this as to what times work for you to go live, because the point is to connect with you guys, okay? So let's take a look and see. So, Capricorn, two archetypes come up expeditiously. Let's see here. We're going to get a story for you, my sweet Capricorns. I know it's late. I just was making a lot of videos, so you guys should see those up, and got carried away, but I have a full day tomorrow with clients and a trip out of town, so let's see here. All right, Capricorn. Ooh. Summer, summer, summertime. Summertime is going to be the time. There is a little cautionary tale here not to hold back when this comes around. Standing up for yourself. All right, my loves. Beautiful energy, Capricorn. We're going to pull one more, and then we're going to get started with your story, guys. What am I hearing for them, angels? This is a really good time coming up for you, Capricorn. We'll take that too. This is a really good time coming up for you. What feels like, it feels like you have actually overcome some things from what I'm seeing here. Let's see here. We're overcoming some things and we're moving into a new phase here. So the cards that come up for you guys are the Peace card, the Stingray, the Two of Cups, the Strength card of Leo energy, Poet, Child, Eternal, and the Four of Pentacles. And we have one more as a bonus, the Great Achievement. So let's tell the story. And I always say I love it because it's like reading a book. Let's tell the story. It's time for you to start sticking up for yourself. Whenever we have the Stingray, what we're dealing with is the need to develop our backbone, as the longest part of the Stingray is that spinal extension there that goes all the way down to the tip of the tail. And what they're saying here is that I'm seeing some of you guys have been split about how to balance something, and the way that you do it is by being authentic and sharing your emotions and feelings, especially with the Poet. The light attribute is expresses soul insights and in symbolic language. And what they want to caution you against is turning a lyric or a gift into a negative or a destructive effect. So there is an energy of grounding yourself, being careful with your speech. I don't feel like the shadow is actually applying to you. I feel like it's the light. Because Capricorns, you guys do have affected speech and communication because you're quite pragmatic. And your angels are asking you to kind of levitate into a space of communicating. They want you to get back to the childlike happiness that you've had. Light attributes for child, determination to remain young in body, mind, and spirit, ability to see things with fresh eyes. So the thing that I think they're asking you to look at with some fresh eyes is a relationship dynamic, because the card that just fell out here is peace. And so they're saying that they're trying to bring you back to a place of peace in your relationship. Now, the energy that shows up here for me too is the Four of Pentacles. And I think this is really interesting because this is the card of the miser. This is about holding back emotionally. This is a natural proclivity that Capricorns have to not share how they're feeling about things and to not give 100% of their energy regarding emotions in a relationship. What's happening for you guys is really this grand awakening of your emotions and the way that you communicate. And that's going to be going on over the next few months, with a big culmination happening in the summer where you're just open. I mean, all the way open with the Strength card in the Two of Cups. The Two of Cups is about mutual feelings and emotions, okay? And the Two of Cups is about two people sharing in a mutual connection. We're dealing with a love connection and you're dating somebody now, but it hasn't really lifted off. It's lifting off in the summer. But with that stingray there, they're saying we caution you to make sure that you speak up for yourself and that you are your own advocate. And also they said it will end beautifully with great achievement. So Capricorn, you are being challenged to find your way back to a greater humanity regarding communication and to not hold back what you think about things, okay? Regarding that, guys. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness, it's been a night. You'll see. I did like 10 videos tonight. So the energy that shows up here is about liberating your throat chakra. Throat chakra will be what you're working on. I also see heart chakra here. So this is definitely an opening up of that. And this is a new flourishing thing. I love this peace card because that pink and that blush here indicates that this is going to be an easy transition, that it will be worth the it will be worth it for you to actually open up, because there's going to be a great payoff once you do. You will be rewarded. Capricorns have a natural way of wanting to restrict that, and they're saying that it's going to be something that they're encouraging you to move forward with it because it's going to actually raise your vibration. I love the earth tones of this card as well. Here, the poet and the child. This is about getting back to basics and getting back to the things that ground us. Communication is one of the things that grounds us. Excuse me, as I'm talking to you, I'm drawn here to a piece of carnelian that my husband, who is a Capricorn, actually picked out for me as a part of my little Valentine's Day gifts. And this was so amazing because I love this piece so much. And do you see at the bottom how we have the pink blushy kind of color, which shows up here in this piece card? So we're dealing at the bottom with the pink blushy, and then at the top with the red kind of clay earth. That's in the poet and the child eternal cards. And what I see here is that passion is rising. This is also upward pointing, so this has to do with success and career as well. So there will be a success or career boost, and they're saying there's enough for everyone. Sometimes Capricorn have a scarcity mindset, poverty, or lack consciousness. That's one of the things that you guys come in here to kind of work through, because you do well when you have money accrued, and you guys are known for being the misers of the zodiac. But they're saying that in order to have love and in order to have anything that really flourishes and that has the blush of newness on it, you do have to dive into a healthy norm of reciprocity and give as much as you expect to receive. Okay, so that's with your work dynamic, and also speak up for yourself. These two cards, the poet and the stingray, are all about self-advocacy. Okay, this is all about being your own advocate, speaking up for yourself, and being sure to say, I keep saying it, this has been the message lately, what you need to say, Capricorn. Love it for you. Beautiful opening up of a romantic relationship for some of you coming in the summer. Okay, ladies and gentlemen, this is what I have. Let's move on to Aquarius, and then maybe a collective, and then I have got to get to bed. Hi, guys. If any of you guys have just joined the chat, nice to see you. I'm going to be doing Aquarius. I'm not on for a long time tonight. I have been on for a long time tonight. All right. Child wounded, child eternal. They want me to pull 3 of these cards for you, so let's see. Aquarius, scribe. Okay, give me one moment, Aquarius. I'm going to get a story here for you. Grounded. Huh. Okay. Anything else for Aquarius, angels? Guide. All right, guys, we do have a story here shaping up. Let's talk about it. I haven't even pulled any tarot for you. This is all oracle and animal totems, but I'm going to pull some tarot to clarify this because this is interesting to me. So right away, we're dealing with child wounded, child eternal, scribe, the elk, downward pointing triangle, earth energy, but very interesting on the colors. We're dealing with a lot of sacral chakra, and a lot of root chakra issues of anger and or frustration, with the earthworm here as well. And then we have the last one, which is guide, which was inverted, so I will read it as such. I am going to clarify with some tarot, and then we're going to get you your story, Aquarius. Let's see here. What is the story for Aquarius, guys? Okay. Okay. All right, Aquarius, we have a story here. Last three cards that you pulled, the Fool, Justice, and Five of Pentacles being left out in the cold. So let's talk about that, or fears of abandonment, or triggers with abandonment is one of the things that comes up here. All right, so the light attribute of child eternal, determination to remain young in body and mind and spirit, ability to see things with fresh eyes. Child wounded is awakens compassion and desire to serve other wounded children, opens the learning path for forgiveness. Scribe, preserving knowledge and information. Yeah, here's the thing, and then guide was upside down. Places financial gain and control over imparting spiritual insight. A cautionary tale, Aquarius. Not that I think you're doing that. What's the light attribute of guide? Represents the nature of the divine and life in yourself. I have the Page of Wands here. This is something over the next couple months, actually, that you're going to be healing are some childhood wounds, okay? Especially with the child eternal and feeling abandoned. Here, this is something that is latent in your spirit and you're still angry about it, okay? Especially with the elk. The elk is representative of the Five of Wands that we would normally see in tarot. And one of the things to understand about the elk is angry, and we know from watching the National Geographic or the Animal Planet that the elk is also, with these horns here, confrontational. So what they're saying is that something is going to be dredged up, especially with the earthworm here. Something is going to be dredged up from your past with the childhood wounding that you have to deal with and have to put to bed. There is a certain way that it's being remembered, maybe by parental units and or whenever you did try to get clarification, especially with the scribe card here. So this is about documentation and whatever. And they said that you're finally going to get justice for feeling that abandonment. There may be communications, if you have parents that are crossed over, that will come through and clarify some things for you, or you may feel a certain kind of loving, like all is well, we are at peace, and that is going to be an energy that puts you back to your youth. Especially here, what they're showing me is the Page of Pentacles and the High Priestess. I'm going to pull a few more cards, and that's the truth. I'll stop there with the Ace of Swords. So that is the truth. You are going to be telling truths. You're going to be requiring that people tell truths to you, and you are going to be making sure that your family does their work to pull through. That's what I'm seeing here. And we have a new beginning after you clear that out. So they're saying that this is something that you have been stuck on for a while, and you've just wanted to understand that you weren't crazy. I'm hearing like you didn't want to feel gaslit within your own energy is what I'm hearing. And they said that you are going to be receiving justice. This is also representative of Libra energy whenever we're dealing with the card of justice, okay? That Libra energy has to do with partnership as well. So some of this childhood wounding could be affecting the way that you're intermingling with your partner. It could be that you're being triggered by your partner as you may be seeing some traits from the childhood wounds resurface, or it could be that you may be holding something against your partner, but it's going to get balanced out. There is a future prediction here with October, with this being in the Libra energy, that by that time frame, whatever these issues are of the childhood wounding have on some level been addressed and truths have been spoken, and then it does eventually get resolved. And resolve can mean a lot of things. Resolve could mean that you set better boundaries with a partner, a friend, a parent, a spouse. Resolve could mean that you opt out. Resolve could mean that you want to stay. Resolve could mean that you fight another day. But there will be resolution by October, and that is what they're saying to you, Aquarius. It's really quick and dirty today. A new beginning. I'm hearing a new day, a new way. I've been waiting for you. Something about waiting for you. I don't know what that song is, but it's a new something, a new day. So I feel like this is really good. And I think that sometimes when we excavate, I'm going to see if I can not get a glare on here. When we excavate this childhood wounding, it can be really hard, especially when we all have different recollections. Some of you guys, some of you Aquariuses, may be having confrontations, believe it or not, with family members and stuff about any kind of abuses. We'll just leave it there. It's YouTube. Any kind of abuses. And with the scribe card, what I saw was like someone has a recollection of it in one way, someone has it in another way. Who's right? Did you say what you need to say? With the Ace of Swords, I absolutely know that you will be saying what you need to say. This is a sword of truth, and it may have a bite. If you look closely, that Ace of Swords has a wolf that is in fire. And so that also harkens back to the elk there. The things that were affected as you were dealing with this family wounding had to do with your solar plexus, because there's a lot of orange in these cards, and your sacral chakra, which is about your creativity and your sexual energy as well. So if you're dealing with any past abuses that have to do with that, you will be healing that and dealing with it and embracing yourself. You're going to feel more alive and sexually awake as well, even if it has nothing to do with abuses because of the colors here. But there is a confrontation with that elk. Where's the elk at? Here's the elk. There is a confrontation. You can't avoid it. There are some boundaries that have to be set. That's what the elk does. There's boundaries that have to be set, and there is a way that you will have to move forward. And you will move forward. I love to see it with the Fool right next to it. This is about new beginnings and new opportunities, okay? I'm really excited for you because this feels like the end of a karmic cycle, an emotional karmic cycle of baggage that you may have held, and you get to move forward, and you get to mend, and you get to heal. And it feels good to stand up for yourself, and it feels good to keep it real. I'm so happy, guys. That is a beautiful reading. I love when we get closure to those kind of things. And now we'll go into quickly the collective. I'm just going to pull a few cards for the collective and see what's going on with that. And then we will head to bed, my friends. We will head to bed. Guys, show me for the collective what you want them to know. What are the things I can tell them to help them grow? Guide me, show me the way to help the collective better themselves day by day. Here we go. Talkative tonight, collective. Dragonfly. Love to see it. Love to see it. Spiritual transformation, evolution, and new beginnings with the dragonfly. Also, we're acknowledging crossed over loved ones with the dragonfly. We're acknowledging the magic of fairies, gardening, gardens, getting outside. We are in spring as we speak, so this is an important thing. And then the wisdom of the crow. So we definitely have crossed over loved ones that are coming through. For some of you guys, there may be a higher proliferation of communication from loved ones that have crossed over. They're also asking you to pay very close attention to your intuition at this time whenever we have the crow here. Let's see what archetype cards come up for you, my loves. One right away. Angel. Yeah, we are definitely dealing with crossed over loved ones. We are definitely dealing with someone who is no longer on this earthly plane, who is guiding. So for the collective, what you are going to be dealing with is either getting in touch this week with ancestral connections. You're going to be remembering something you did or something you said or some way you felt. There's going to be a lot of energy around you moving into a space where you are feeling very much connected with your past. I'm hearing ancestor altars and connected with your past and behind the mask. So some truths may be revealed here as you do that work. And one more, yep, new supportive connections. They're making way for you as you ascend. So this is one of the things that I feel like comes. But the new supportive connection doesn't have to be that it is it's actually a new person. This could actually just be relatives that have crossed over that you don't even know about that are coming in to aid you. With the angel archetype card here, what we're dealing with is helping those in need with no expectation of return. Your ancestors are coming through, boobs. They are coming through, collective, to help you. What a beautiful and straight to the point reading. High spirituality, paying attention to our intuition, angelic intervention, crossed over loved ones, healing whatever's been behind whatever mask you're dealing dealing with, and having new connections of ancestors that you've never met before. The thing that I feel here too is that it will put you into a place of present power, as I see the card here, and it means that you are going to be balancing out your energies as you move forward over the next few weeks. I'm going to pull a couple of tarot for you and just see if there's any other message that they want to give me. All right, collective, is there any other message that they want to give me? The truth of the situation is that you are, literally split the deck as I shuffled, going to be working with and feeling connected to your lineage and your past. Also, some of you are getting guidance about a romance, okay? This Four of Wands is about the part of the relationship where you really like your partner and it's juicy and all that stuff. Or it could be about companionship. It could be about a best friendship. It could be about a new relationship. But this is the embryonic phases as we're doing a hand fasting. And a hand fasting is a marriage ceremony. And this is a same-sex couple. So it's hand fasting because before we had rights to marry, this is what would be done. But the truth of the matter is no matter what, it's about the Four of Wands. This could also be interpreted for work, because wands actually have to do with work. It's a fire energy of momentum and movement, and is very positive about building a foundation that's stable. So I think a lot of you guys are healing ancestral wounds. It's been a theme with the Capricorn and the Aquarius reading. You're healing ancestral wounds to help bring you into union. That's what I see this as. That's the truth. And so your ancestors and angels with that new supportive connection, and it's the last card they say is, the last two cards, it's the end of a cycle here with you regarding some kind of relationship dynamics, and with the scorpionic energy of transformation, and then justice comes in. So the justice, I actually think, is the meeting of a twin or the meeting of a relationship or something of that nature, or a job that you connect with. There's something here about we're moving from one part of our life to another part, and it's going to feel really, really good. One more card for you, they said, which is a goddess card, and then we're out, my loves. Yeah, love to see it. Lakshmi. Love to see it, trying to be it. Fortune. Oh my goodness. We will read that, and then I will head to bed, my friends. Head to bed. Okay, they said pull one of these cards too. Oh my gosh. The fifth house with trust of a child, fun, romance, making art, do it dramatically. Fifth house here by Leo. Power of love, investments and gambles, other games in your creation. So this is the card that I pulled for you guys, which very much has to do with the energy of ancestors, especially with the power of love. Especially what they're saying here is that really what I'm hearing is something is ending and something begins. So your ancestors are kind of coming through. Ancestors also represented by transformation, as this represents death and rebirth. They're coming through to bring you justice and truth and honesty so that you can be in a relationship or a connection regarding a job or workplace that is right for you, okay? So it's not just that. Let's look at Lakshmi, and then we will be all set, guys. Lakshmi, 28. The empowerment message of Lakshmi, okay? When the Hindu goddess Lakshmi comes to visit, she heralds the celebration of your purpose, wisdom, and compassion and prosperity. All your experience and all your skills are rich with meaning and purpose. As a result, you can expect to see evidence of this wealth in a world around you. You have the ability right now to create great success in your life. Yeah, remember I said the Four of Wands is very triumphant, especially with the Justice card and the ending card of Scorpio. Like, man, you're on a new karmic cycle. You're on a whole nother level. I love to see it. So you have the opportunity to create wealth in the world around you. You have the ability right now to create great success in your life, and what do you have, and what you have to offer will have an exalted value. So it's like your angels are going to put 20 on 10 or 10 on 20, or however that goes. It's luck and prosperity is what Lakshmi brings in, and it's time to share your good fortune with others, and she will show you how it multiplies. Put 20 on 10. Yes, absolutely multiplies when you apply gratitude, praise, and commitment to serve. If it's material success you intend, you shall co-create. If it's a rich relationship life, I mean, I cannot make this up, guys. When the angels come in, they come in. If it's a rich relationship life, you will attract and develop it. You are a magnet for miracles. Nothing is out of reach when Lakshmi comes calling. Yeah. Good stuff, guys. calling in a relationship for sure, calling in a job that you want, or a promotion. That's something that I was working on a lot last year. I still relate to that. This card just flipped on me, even though I didn't touch it, the owl. Keep your intuition high. Understand that you are being guided divinely. This also has to do with ancestors that have crossed over. So you definitely have ancestors that are coming through to help you and that are seeing a higher perspective than you. And if something has ended in your life, because when scorpionic energy shows up, there's always an ending, there's always a death. If something has ended in your life, they said it was guided divinely by your ancestors and angels on the other side that didn't want you in that thing anymore, because they were trying to bring you this. They were trying to bring you justice, and they were trying to bring you truth, and they were trying to bring you a new connection. They were trying to bring you back parts of your youth. They were trying to bring you a new job. They were trying to bring you a promotion. They were trying to bring you exaltation. They were trying to bring you less commotion. Your ancestors literally had a direct hand in getting you out of whatever you were in, and maybe helping you transcend so that a new life you can begin. So glad to share energy with you guys tonight. It's been a pleasure. I hope for those of you that watch it back, you please comment below about the times you would like to see me go live, and I will try to acquiesce. Don't you know? I will try to acquiesce. So please, I know that comments and everybody kind of does their own thing, but I kind of need feedback on that. I might put up a poll on that and see, but I need to know what times, because I'm a night owl, so it'll always be like 2 a.m. for me. But I'm happy to accommodate if a few of you guys help me to co-create a schedule. Love you so much. Come back and join me next time, and we will continue to evolve together.